All right, Todd Billin, and what was the worst kept recruiting secret? I think in recent memory, my man from Princess Anne, that will be Tony Grimes, top 10 player in the country at the cornerback position, top 10 player, period, at the cornerback position, and with a super high ass average, a top 175 all-time rating he has right now. Made it official with North Carolina and let you in behind the curtain there. So we already knew that was going to go down that way, and it's got me thinking, man, what Mack Brown is doing, my man Mack Brown, I love me some Mack Brown, and I love when people prove people wrong, right? Like, you remember when Mack Brown was hired, everybody was saying, oh, he's too old and this and that or whatever like that, and everybody always tries to say that somebody can't do something when they can't do it. Right? So nobody out there that said that Mack Brown is too old. None of those dudes know anything about football remotely like Mack Brown. Probably don't know anything about football, period. So the guy can obviously build a program first and foremost. He knows how to hire a great staff. He knows how to delegate, and they are recruiting at a very high level when you compare it to like what they have been in recent memory. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, they've had some teams going back, even way back in his first run or whatever like that, even back in the Butch Davis era. I remember them having the guys like Greg Little. Y'all remember him, and Marvin Austin and Zach Brown, Robert Quinn. Like, these had some real good dudes on the team, man. And it's starting to take shape like that a little bit. But with Mack Brown at the helm, who's just a superior human being first and foremost, but a superior coach and program builder, and I love what he has going on there. So is he building college football's next elite program, right? One of these programs that we'll see here in the next 4 or 5 years or whatever. We'll be like, damn, where'd that come from? Kind of like what Oregon was about a decade ago or whatever like that. It really has that type of feel to it, right? Could this be the team to unseat Clemson eventually? Right? I talked to my boy Coach K, right, my big bro, and he thinks that North Carolina will unseat Clemson as soon as next season, right? Not this coming season, but the season after. So those are some lofty expectations there because Clemson is absolutely loaded and has some really good players there. But North Carolina's doing this thing, man, and I like what it's doing as well. First and foremost, you got to start with this guy right here, Sam Howell. I remember when Sam was coming out, and it's looking like he was going to go to Florida State. Now, looking back on it, man, that may have ruined everything for Florida State because Sam Howell absolutely killed it as a true freshman. Look at this, man. 3,600 yards, 38 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. Woo, man. He completed 61% of his passes, bro, at 8.6 average. The guy is extremely great with the deep ball, first and foremost, but he can spray the ball all around the yard. And he has very good athleticism, right? So that comparison to him and Baker Mayfield when he was coming up, I seen it firsthand, right, with him playing at the 7-on-7s here in Atlanta. And it kind of just has something about him, man. His moxie, his poise, his belief in himself and everything like that. This kid is the real deal, right? So you're looking at somebody we're going to see in the NFL here in a couple of years. And Mack Brown has that man right there at the helm for the next couple of seasons at the very least, right? So Sam Howell, you have to give Matt credit to. Some of the guys that they have, even the guys that he's throwing the ball to, man, Daz Newsome. I really like that kid a lot. He can really go get that thing. And the other kid they got on the other side, the Brown kid. And you have guys on the other side of the ball, man, like Chaz Surratt. And you have some guys that I know from right here in my neck of the woods, one being Trey Morrison at the cornerback position. And then they got my boy from Clemson, my dude, Kyler McMichael. So you're going to have Greater Atlanta Christian all over the map working out there in North Carolina, man. So you just got like a lot of the guys, a lot of key players at key positions, very talented players, and being able to build it from there. And this is just going to attract more guys on down the road, right? Who wouldn't want to play for a guy like Mack Brown if you've been around that guy like that? I remember people making the comparisons between him and Mark Richt, right? The type of people they are. And that's a very apt comparison there. And but we'll see the results here come pretty soon for North Carolina, I would imagine. But it's not going to be easy. Obviously, Florida State's not going anywhere. Miami, all these guys in the conference as well. But there's just something about North Carolina. There's always been something about North Carolina. It's just one of those teams you want to see succeed. Some of the best jerseys you'll ever see. It has to be a top 5, top 3 jersey. Of course, with the Jordan brand and all that. And I don't know. I just think it's just a place that's just set up to succeed. and it's got some of the pieces in place now. So Tony Grimes being taught by a guy like Dre Bly. Anybody remember Dre Bly? I love that dude when I was coming up playing, man. He's one of the dudes I definitely look towards as like an idol. I remember Peter Warrick getting in that ass, though. That was my dude right there, but he had some good battles with Peter Warrick, and then he was very good in the NFL as well. So some good shit going around there in North Carolina. But let me know what you think about North Carolina being on the come up, guys, in the comment section there. And what do you think about its prospects for the future? Could this be one of those next great powers there? Obviously, teams like Alabama, Georgia, Oregon or whomever, LSU, Penn State, Ohio State, all these guys aren't going anywhere. I just mean, like, could this be the team added to the fray, if you get what I'm saying? So, all right, let me know what you think about that, man. And let me know what you know about that boy Sam Howell. This kid is the truth. All right? Yeah.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.